What's going on, y'all? I'm back with something new. I'm going to start calling this animated review. And this is animated stuff from comic book movies to anime, actual anime, anything animated. This will be an animated review. I meant to start doing this a while back with DC cartoons because the way they were blowing up, and I just felt that people need to know about these movies because this is DC's strong point. This is DC's strong point, real talk. So yeah, let's get into this. My first animated review is going to be about DC's movie Superman Red Son. Superman Red Son, featuring Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. Alright, those are just the main ones. There's one I can't mention because that would give away some of the surprise of the movie. But pretty much with this concept of this movie it's Superman Red Son. So this is like an alternate universe, right? Where Superman grew up in the Soviet Union instead of America. And pretty much he found out he had the powers at 12. He doesn't have the strong relationship with Lois Lane like he does in the original universe. Wonder Woman's still in there. She's still American for some reason. Lex Luthor is a politician running to be president, something like that. Right. And he pretty much Superman is when they found out he has powers, he's used by the Soviet Union or the Russian government, whatever, to fight crime and to handle anything that they want handled in Russia. And to the point where Superman starts to figure out, hey, I'm stronger than you people. I am stronger. My Russian accent. And he pretty much takes over the Russian government, the Soviet Union. And that's when things get pretty interesting because his beliefs are that he needs to condition people's minds to where they won't think the way they think anymore and there will be less problems. And this, of course, causes problems because he doesn't understand how regular human beings work because he's not a regular human being. He's a Kryptonian. So with that being said, let's get into the positives about this. The positives about this, that this is a very different outtake on Superman, and I, for one, like it. I liked it because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Superman. Now, the DC cartoons, they're cool. But Superman himself, I've never really been a fan. He's always been boring and bland, in my opinion. With this alternative universe, it puts some interest to him because he's so hardcore now. He's Russian Superman, now, and it's this way or it's nothing for him. And he doesn't mind showing his, using his strength to get what he needs to get done. He's ruthless. All right, he's like a dictator. This is the dictator Superman. Imagine that. And so that made it kind of like, man, this is interesting. Batman in this universe is interesting. This is an interesting take on Batman. Batman in this universe is a political activist. He's a political rebel. So he's fighting against the man, which the man is Superman. And it makes it interesting because they're trying to make him look like a villain, but really, Batman has a legit reason for doing what he's doing. And he's raw. He's as raw. Batman in this one is raw as hell. And they all sound crazy with the Russian accents, man. That was so interesting. Made it so interesting. I was like, wow, they're wilding with these accents. Wonder Woman is in there too, she's kind of like I'd say the voice for a reason. But then there's an element to the Wonder Woman character in this universe I don't like. I could have done without. And I will get to that in a minute. Also, the Lex Luthor, we already mentioned him. He's the positive. Okay, I already said that. But yeah, it's just the positives of this. It's just an interesting take on Superman. And then there's a clone fight. A fight between Superman and a clone that they put against him. That fight was so crazy. That was the rawest fight in the movie. They were getting at it. You could feel the punches through the screen. It's two Kryptonian. I would say something. This the only time that Superman got interesting is when it's Kryptonian versus Kryptonian. And that's what made the movie, the live action movie. At the end, he fights the two Kryptonians. That's what made that so crazy, so live, and so interesting, because when Kryptonians fight, they go all out. They all have the same strength, and so they're just throwing people around like it's nothing. And it's always a fun fight to watch. And so that was the same thing going on in this movie. All right, when that happened. Now, for the negatives of this. There aren't too many negatives of this. I don't like how it ended. That to be a negative. I don't like how it ended. It could have ended on a more realistic note. Even though I know it's a cartoon, or what y'all call a cartoon, I'm calling it an animated movie, whatever. It could have ended on a more realistic note, but it didn't. Well, whatever. It's still good. It didn't take away from it. What did kind of irk me was Wonder Woman's character, right? This is what I was talking about. She was, for one point, the mediator between the whole drama that was going on, but also it looked like they used her character to push an agenda, which was irritating to me. Very irritating. I don't know if Wonder Woman is always like this or whatever, but when you watch this, you'll see what I'm talking about. Everything has to be about, and she's a woman. Yes, we understand that. That's what's up. But do you have to mention this every time? You have to mention that every time? Or because I'm a woman, you don't have to mention that every time. We know you're a woman. You don't have to, what the? See, I'm getting riled up about that. See, that was annoying. But those two aspects are the only things that really were off-put about the movie. Other than that, this is a good movie, man. And DC has been killing it with these cartoons, these animated movies, man. People just don't know. People are sleeping on that aspect of it. They need to catch up, man. Catch up. Marvel, come on, man. What you doing? Put something out on a download or whatever, or stream, okay? And with that said, this is getting a hell yeah. Hell yeah. I can't think of a DC cartoon that doesn't deserve a hell yeah yet, but we might bump into one. We might bump into one. Alright? It's getting a hell yeah. Alright? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I told you I'm coming back with more. I don't care about I care about what's going on, but we're coming back with more stuff, man. I need to entertain. I like to entertain myself.